Oh, hello, hello, hello.
Don't blame me, I didn't take the land. I didn't stop the language, it's not my fault.
I still do kind of struggle with the whole Pākehā paralysis kind of thing.
Well, anyway, come on, let's go.
And so we've got short, no macron, as in cut. Egg, as in egg.
Ki mai Māori, ki mai ki mai ki mai.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou.
Kia ora.
Tēnā koutou whānau.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou.
Tēnā koutou katoa.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Kia ora, tēnā koutou.
Kia ora koutou, tēnā koutou.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou.
Tēnā koutou katoa.
Tēnā koutou.
The thing about broken promises, big or small, is that they won't ever let you go until you do something about them. The Church enjoys no immunity from these consequences of promise breaking.
We are falling away from our country's roots, culture and tradition. Now, I would like to leave everyone watching this with a wero, a challenge. Give pronouncing Māori words correctly a go. Don't just be a sheep and stick with the crowd. Let's be kāpiti college, not kapiti college. You could start off a chain that helps preserve our wonderful culture and even encourages it to grow. Thank you.
E te whānau a te karaiti. Ko tātou nei tōna tinana. E mahi nei I te ao.
We'd begun meeting, and obviously that's the third paragraph of that Eucharist, and we just got to that, and my memory is, and I didn't have a tape recorder, but my memory is that Māori said, "I'm not even sure what this means in English, let alone how I'm going to say it in Māori," and that began a big debate, a wide-ranging debate. We really felt imprisoned by this rule word for word, and we said we need to let the flow of Māori oratory, the flow of Māori poetry, we need to let that be in our translation. So we actually broke out at that point and decided that we would translate the meaning rather than word for word. And so if you notice in your book on the top of page 476, it says the English and Māori are parallels. That is to warn you that it's not necessarily a direct translation.
In our language, we have this word that is very important. You might have heard it before. This word is mana. Everyone in this room has some form of mana. Your mana comes from knowing who you are, where you come from, and your connection to your land, whenua. Mana grounds you. Mana makes you solid. Mana roots you to your past, present, and future. We don't always have to agree. Mana can be tested, even challenged, but with respect and an understanding of one another's mana.
Tēnā koe, ko Fraser McDiarmid tōku ingoa, no ko te rana o Kutipuna, ke te noho au ki Tamaki Makaurau. E te atua manaki mai, e te atua awhina mai, e te atua aroha mai.
Before they hung our tipuna mokoboko, he uttered the words, Tango hia te taura I taku kaki, kia waiata au I taku waiata. Tango hia te taura I taku kaki, kia waiata au I taku waiata. Which means, take the noose from around my neck, so that I may sing my song. Therefore, I will adorn myself with the treasures of my ancestors and remove the colonial noose around my neck so that I may sing my song. Nā reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
And so they spoke, and the Maori written language was created in their presence and with their approval and with their coverage, their mana. And so what you've got in written Maori, first of all recorded in the Bible and nowhere else, and in Luke's Gospel and in the Lord's Prayer, is the highest possible form of spoken Maori written down. It's like almost as if Shakespeare wrote the Book of Common Prayer.
E tō mato matua I te rangi, kia taputo ingoa, kia tai mai tō rangatiratanga.
Aki, 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 Āmini.
Ake, 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 Āmini.
Ake, 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 Āmini.
Ake, 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 Āmine.
Ake, 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 Āmine.
Koropiko rea, te atua.
Mahi whakamana.
Kia kaha te reo Māori. Kia kaha te reo Māori. Kia kaha Aotearoa. Kia ora Aotearoa.
How many times have you been arrested?
Okay, so I've had 21 arrests and 21 suspensions. They tell me I'm the most suspended public servant in the history of the public servant.
Africa!
Ai tēnā no tātou katoa. Ko John Tapini tōku ingoa.
I've been involved with kapahaka, well, I guess since I started walking and talking. It's almost, well, I'd like to say 70-odd years, I suppose, yeah.
It's really cool with our sports teams and the international profile that kapahaka receives. That's all good. And how symbolic kapahaka and waiata is to Aotearoa. And through my parents and myself, I've always encouraged that kapahaka is just the waka or the vehicle to access tikanga, reo and bits and pieces. And it's actually a taonga that's unique to all of us, and it's a taonga that can be shared through all of us.
E te hiwi ni tonu rā, tēnā tā koutou katoa.
I think it's important for tauiwi or non-Māori to embrace Indigenous rights.
Doesn't mean a lot to me, I'm a New Zealander.
Oh, this is our birthright.
Finding your identity in Aotearoa. It's as controversial as ever.
I think it's become a much more meaningful word.
And there's one word that polarises our Kiwi whanaunga. It doesn't get more hardcore Pākehā than remuera. So here goes.
When I was campaigning for mayor, I said tēnā koe, which means hello. That was too much for some of the ratepayers. And then just a little while ago in this fine city, a short mihi was too much. And the last thing is you've got to act, because there's no good doing nothing. There's no good talking about the rhetoric. There's no good just saying things. Reimagine Aotearoa that we need to value Indigenous thoughts, Indigenous processes, and it is actually right here in your doorstep. That the values of Māoridom, from kaitiakitanga, manaakitanga, aroha, Māoitanga, all those sort of things. And we have an opportunity to be world leaders in a country of caring, which has been shown during March 15, the pandemic, a nation where we can actually build nationhood of inclusion and being great New Zealanders.
We are the blokes from down on the farm, we really know our cheese. There's much better value in Chesdale, it never fails to please. Chesdale slices thinly, never crumbles, there's no waste. And boy, it's got a mighty taste. Chesdale cheese.
Grippins ginger nuts are so spicy. Made from Old English recipe.
Nō reira kia tātou katoa, te ata whai o tō tātou ariki o iu karaiti, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga, ki te wairua tapu, ake, 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 ame.